out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Can't get him to the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Williams. Right side, it's Washington. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They'll give it to Washington.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Sweet.
4th down, Williams. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Tough run here. It's Johnson. Hard running there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Out wide right, it's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Washington.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. Williams. Right side, it's Jordan. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
Using his feet. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here's Williams to throw. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to Washington. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Long way to go on 2nd down. Play action with Williams. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Running inside. It's Carr.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick give. It's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Husky.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to fire deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first. They're all over it. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 7 team, the Stanford Cardinals. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the gun, it's Carr. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
It's complete to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This is a designed run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's got enough space. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Breaks the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
second and short. Quarterback will keep it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Fighting off the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrows. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Drops back on first down. Picked off, and boy, did this D need that. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Deep in the end zone, it's Hill. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the single back. Got enough for the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Snowed under by the defense. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the plate, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Carr. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. here sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Left side is Hawkins. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking left. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's the fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever. And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Running the red zone, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the Huskies, that's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Good effort, but he's gonna come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams dumps it to the back. Finds his man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
Yeah, And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Williams looking for a man. Still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Second and long here. It's Williams again. He's going to take off. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got it looking for a first. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Making the adjustment on the play. Third down from the gun. Williams finds his target. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. Third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's first and goal.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Touchdown, Huskies! And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they tacked on the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
This has been a long and physical game, so who's got a little bit left in the tank? This offensive line on their first possession in overtime, they're trying to go out right away and establish the line of scrimmage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. On the ground, it's Davidson. Touchdown, Tigers! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Looking to throw. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looks as if he's going to run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Look, there's no reason to be uptight here, but you do need to make sure that you protect the ball.
But listen, overtime, crunch time, run the football the first play, get everybody settled in. I still got plenty of time for my offense to do some work.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Williams from the gun on third down. Extending the play. He throws one to the left. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.